Hi everyone, welcome to our next tutorial. This tutorial, we're going to take a look at a couple different things in Adobe Photoshop 11. One thing we're going to look at is how we remove red eye in a photo. Notice this photo that I've opened here, we do have a bad case of red eye. Red eye happens due to the flash that's used. Got a great photo here. The exposure's nice and looks like it's well focused. However, we do have the red eye issue. So we're going to try and fix that. Now, as always, whenever we bring in a photo in Photoshop, we should go down to the bottom here, click on layers, and take a look at what we have for layers here. Take the layer you're working on, right click, and duplicate layer. And what that will do is that will allow us to work on this layer. If we don't like the changes that we made, we can always delete this layer and go back and copy the original again. I'm going to close the visibility on the background layer. And there, I'm working on this layer. I know that because this is in blue. So I'm going to use the red eye tool. You're going to find that over here on the left hand side. Basically, all you do is click on that tool and you're going to click and drag and create a square rectangle around the eye and then let go. So hopefully you can see that there. When you let go, takes a second and it will repair that red eye. So again, do it for this one here. Click over, make sure we get the whole eye and then let go. And there, did a great job of getting rid of the red eye. Now, we're going to use one other tool here, and that's because when I look at this photo here, we've got a great face. It's in focus, it's well lit, but this is distracting over here, whatever toy this is. So we're going to go to guided mode. And when you click on guided mode, a whole bunch of different photo effects and different things that you can use. And a really old photo effect that was used way back, even when we had regular film in our cameras, is something called the vignette effect. So we're going to click on vignette effect. And what it does is it creates either a black edge around the photo, or we could do white as well. So as I move my mouse, you can see what it looks like after. If I move my mouse, you can see what it looks like before, and just kind of adds emphasis to the subject, what we're looking at, and kind of removes the background as a distraction, if you will. So when you're in guided mode, that's this mode up here, then we're going to choose the vignette effect and we're going to click on black or white. We're going to do a black one here, so click on that. And then what we can do is we can change the intensity of the vignette effect. Do we want just a small amount? Do we want a large amount? So as I slide to the right, you can see it creates more vignette effect around the photo. If I want to do something a little more specific, I can click on refine shape. And when I do that, I can change the amount of feather. In other words, the brush size. If you could picture brushing the black around the edges, you can change kind of the brush size of this here. So notice as I move this around, I can change that. And the feather effect as well. And what that does is the roundness determines how big of a circle around our subject do we want. As I move to the left here, you can see that it's making a smaller circle, and therefore you're seeing more black around the edges of the photo. So when I stop and I look at it like that, now I have gotten rid of this bright red and the bright yellow up here, and we have more effect of looking right at our subject. So I'm going to click on OK, and I'm going to click Done, and there. So we've taken this photo and we've gone into expert mode first, and we used the red eye tool, and then we went into guided and we used the vignette effect. When you're done, you are going to go to File, Save As, and we are going to save this as a JPEG so you can post it on your website. Make sure you name it accordingly, save it, and that's it. That's it for this tutorial. We'll talk to you soon.